Good morning and welcome to Musher's Tales. It's the 13th of March 2021. Beautiful day. It was about minus 10 this morning, maybe minus 15, I don't know. The high's supposed to be minus 10. We've had a warm spell. It was plus 12 day before yesterday. Yesterday I think it was like plus 6 or 7. So 3 days in a row of well above zero temperatures. So obviously did not go sledding. Not conditions for it. Right now everything's pretty frozen. Everything's hard as rock. Snowmobile will go anywhere on top of the crust. You're not going to sink. You're not going to sink a centimeter. Things are. See how treacherous things are. We're at the end. If we have another warm spell like that, it's going to be over for this year. So every run could be the last run. So I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of emails, phone calls, even got a fax, believe it or not, asking me about the wood pile. And pretty well done. I have 6 pieces left to cut. Here they are. So these 6 pieces, they are the ones that aren't cooperating. Everything else is done. That big one I'm saving. I'm not going to cut that. It makes a good little table or a stump we need to work. So here's one of the piles. Got to remember there's some snow underneath there, but it's a nice pile of wood. And this one here. Again, there's snow underneath that, so it's not all wood, but it's a lot of wood. So it went well this year. Not that it's ever really gone badly, but you chip away at it. And you have your firewood for 21, I guess it's 23, 24 or something. Okay, not next year, year after that, or maybe even a little bit of it the year after that too. So good pile of wood. So I'll try these pieces when I turn the camera off, see if the coal is going to make a difference. So wood's cut, feels good. So that's the first time it warmed me up was cutting with the chainsaw. Second time it warmed me up was splitting it. Third time it warmed me up was when I stack it. So that won't be for a while. I have to make a shed first. And then there were 5 pieces. The cold weather makes a difference. These 3 just don't want to split. So I'll either take the chainsaw to them, or when I have a summer campfire I'll throw them in, they'll burn all night. Or maybe I'll try again another day. But everything else is done. So the last 3 pieces. All done. Feels good. I spoke about saving the chips from when I cut pieces of wood. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 bags of chips out of that. So that's at least 8 afternoons of burning wood for campfires. In the summertime, Mr. Nash, the big white dog, he's loose all summer. And he has a spot that he always stays on right in front of the door. Looking for him, look in front of that door, that's where he is. So I guess he thinks summertime weather's here because he's taking up his spot, sunning himself. By the way, the crows are back. Last video I said that I hadn't seen any crows yet. Day after, I heard crows. And I got one right now hanging around. bungees were stuck. So sled's on. So I'm gonna have a go inside, have a little bite to eat, and then we'll come out and load up the dogs, and off we'll go. Holy smoke. Ooh. Here you go. Woohoo! I came closer. Good girl. There, find your brother. Yeah, good thing we're not going far, eh? It's going to be hard as rock. Oh. Peace and quiet should be shattered once I hook this guy up. Crazy rigs. Easy, easy. How come you guys are on different sides? Okay, switch sides. Well, the wind's cold, eh? It is. Okay, I'll put the camera away till we're on our way. It's a good thing I'm with the B team. You can hear the ice. With the A team, no. Maybe with 2 or 3 dogs, maybe. But even then, it's going to be a little crazy. The problem with the ice is the sled goes faster than the dogs. And if you swing sideways, your ski's going to hit a ridge, and there you're going to fall. And when you fall, there's not much of a cushion. There's ski wax. Let's go, pull. Let's go pull. Good thing the dogs have toenails, because they're digging in. Cold on the hands. I actually think I could go cross country if I wanted to. That's how hard the crust is. I saw a track of I don't know what. Looked like a moose going out on the lake that's there. I'll have to swing by and have a better look. Basically, I got one dog pulling me, it's Riggs. Everybody else is slacking their cord. Supposed to cloud over and maybe get a centimeter of snow. That would be a good thing. 5 centimeters would be better. Look at the slack, see the slack cord? One dog pulling. That's how icy it is. The others know not to do that, but he's young and stupid. So this is 24 hours later. A funny thing happened during the dog sledding yesterday. It's funnier now than it was then. But basically, things didn't go well. All of a sudden, my 2 leaders were running free. So what happened is, because of the slack in the line, the gang line dragged. The coupling, or the snap, the dog snap that held the leaders to the main line, unhooked on something, so they were free. So I saw it, and I didn't think it was a really big deal. On that fast forward clip where everything's going super fast, well, you see it, you see the situation if you look closely. So I tell the dogs to stop, but then everybody does stop, but then all of a sudden they realize they're free, and Saphira wants to take off. Mac wants to stay behind, but Saphira wants to take off. So she's dragging poor Mac, who's trying to stay, while she's just saying, hey boy, let's go. So here I am trying to catch them, and they're just slightly ahead, and they're slightly ahead, and they're slightly ahead. And they won't stop. And then all of a sudden they would stop, and then I'd flip the sled on the side and go to grab them. And all of a sudden Saphira dragged Mac again, and just out of reach all the time. So this went on for a good little piece, 3 or 4 times. Until finally Mac says, well, I'm tired of being dragged around there. So he's gotten on his feet, and he's being going along with her, because it's either that or be dragged. So we reach a T in the road, and Saphira goes left, but my 2 wheel dogs were lead. They wanted to go right. So I swung right, because there's no way they were going left. And again, the dogs are getting further and further away, because obviously they're going faster than me on the sled. And I cross my wife again. I tell her what's going on. And then I boogie down to the car, because I figure they're ending up going back to the car. So I go to the car, and as I get to the truck, I'm inside of the truck, and they're coming towards me, because it's like a big square. and I'm able to catch them. But I'm going the wrong way from the car, so I'm going out from the truck. So I'd have to turn them all around because Mac's tired. Mac is bushed. He's just been dragged for I don't know, maybe well, yeah, I'd say 2 kilometers for sure. Okay, being pulled and tugged, and he didn't want to go. And he's an older dog, obviously. So yeah, he's tired. So I wanted to get him back to the car. But again, pointed the wrong way. So I can't turn the dogs around because the other ones they want to go forward. And anyways, it's a tangle. So I decided to keep on going a little further till go up a hill, so it'll be easier to turn them around. Again, we're on that sheer ice stuff. So I end up meeting up with my wife. So she gives me a hand, guiding the dogs in a circle, and we start going back to the car. And I guess where we met up, we're about a kilometer and a half from the car. So we're going down. There's a big hill and everything because we're doing things in a different rotation than we normally do it. So I'm riding the brake, and Mac's having a rough time because he's tuckered out. And so I'm just riding the brake, and we're crawling. We're not going very fast. And then finally, he's just being pulled too much, and the dogs are eager to get back to the car, and we're going in different directions, so everybody's a little bit excited. And there's like a big tangle going on. So he just quits, and I gotta put him on the sled because he can't do it anymore. So I lay the sled on its side, and I unhook Mac. But then to get him on the sled, I have to put the sled upright and pick him up and put him on the sled in the dog bag. But I can't do it because you have Crazy Riggs who doesn't want to stay, and he's advancing the sled, and you have the other dogs who want to go, and everybody's in a tangle, so not working out at all. So what I do is I say, well, I unhook Mac completely, and I say, well, he'll follow the sled. We're not. By the time all this is settled out and we're inching along, we're within sight. I can barely see the truck. So I said, he'll make it to the truck. He'll follow with some. It's loose. He'll be loose, and he take him some time maybe, but he'll make it right back to the car. He sees where we're going. So I do that. We're advancing, and the dogs they're all in front. They're pumped up, but I got both feet on the brake. And Mac's getting, he's falling behind, and all of a sudden he's getting perkier, and he realizes he's loose, and he decides to go in front again. So he scoops beside the sled, and he's in front with the other dogs, and he goes ahead of the other dogs. Of course, this pumps everybody up. So then they're pulling like crazy because Mac's in front, and I'm standing on the brake, but I mean it's sheer ice, so you're not really doing a whole lot. And what happens is all of a sudden I'm going to be running over Mac. I'm going to go right over him, because the other dogs have passed him, and he's kind of knocked off his feet from all the hookups and everything. So the sled's going to pass right over him, and specifically the left runner is going to go right over the middle of his back because he's kind of sprawled there. So I don't want that to happen, obviously. So I put my weight on the right-hand runner, and I try to tip the sled a bit to make sure I don't run him over and put less weight on him. And then I take a heck of a dive. And of course, when you take a dive in ice like that, well, you break through the crust and then you're there. So basically I took the dive, and we were going pretty good because the dogs had been running towards the car, and obviously we stopped instantly, and my arms got 6 inches longer because I was able to hold on to the sled. So I'm able to flip it all up and hobble to the car, and Mac made it to the car, and yeah, that was the end of that run. So it was not a whole lot of fun. Not a whole lot of fun in the end there. I could have done without that kind of a day. So last night, I think I have everything on film. And so I'll make the video, we'll see. It could be interesting. So in making the video, I realized that a whole bunch of it is at fast speed, where I'm chasing the dogs and everything. So that's why everything was faster, because somehow everything went on fast speed. So, I said, that kind of sucks. And you can't hear a word I'm saying, obviously. So with this noise, I'm not going outside to record this again. And if this doesn't work, well, this video isn't going to happen. So, that's what happened. So, the ending is a little botched up. And thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video more than I enjoyed the ride I had yesterday. Till the next time.